Assalamu alaikum guys. So you're watching this video because you want to know what are some digital product ideas that you can leverage to generate a halal income online. Now, what I'm going to cover in this video are ideas where you can create digital products. It means you don't have to go and source products from a supplier or sell anything physical. You're not shipping anything, but rather you're using the internet to sell a digital product, an online resource that people can download, people can access online, and it's all done online from your computer. So here's 5 digital product ideas to make halal money and how you can generate an income with these 5 digital products. So let's dive right in. Welcome back. My name is el-asmar, and if this is your first time watching a video on this channel, or your second or third time but you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to click the subscribe button below and hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time we drop a video like this to share beneficial business ideas and business tips on entrepreneurship, productivity, mindset, and all kinds of different topics to help you through your journey as a Muslim entrepreneur. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 digital product ideas that will allow you to generate halal income online. What are some ideas that you can leverage to start to make an income, start to generate some sales without necessarily having to source physical products, provide a service, or build an entire business, but rather what can you sell online that you can use leveraging your skills, your expertise to be able to generate a halal income, inshallah, generate some halal money. So here's 5 ideas that I want to share with you. Number 1 is online courses. So a lot of business entrepreneurs are leveraging online courses right now to be able to generate an income online. Now, you don't really need to be an entrepreneur to do this. You don't need to even build a business. There are platforms like Udemy, which I'm gonna pop up on the screen here so you can see what it looks like a little bit, which has a host of courses that are available, and you can actually go and create your own course and post it on that platform, and people go and purchase these courses that allow them to learn a new skill or learn how to do something that they want to do. So if you yourself have a certain skill, or you have knowledge within a certain area, maybe your background is in IT, or your background is in web development, or maybe you're someone who works as an accountant. Well, it could be really cool for you to create an online course teaching something that relates to your expertise, teaching people a certain skill or how to achieve a certain goal, and packaging that into an online course and being able to sell it online. And it's really simple. All you need is a simple camera or webcam to record the videos. You can even create some PowerPoints on your computer and kind of go through those step by step, break it down into what are the lessons that you want to go through, ultimately what is it that you want to teach your students, what do you want them to learn, and then you break that down into a course. You record the whole thing on your computer. There's free software available to record your screen so you can go through your PowerPoints, and talk on top of those and essentially teach people what it is that you want them to know, and you package that into a course. And you can go and post it online. You can even create your own social media accounts to be able to promote that course and be able to sell it online as a digital product. There's a lot of people that are making lots of money online with online courses right now, and it's a booming industry, and lots of people are purchasing online trainings to be able to learn new skills and just be able to improve themselves in certain areas of their lives. So if you have a certain skill, I want you to think to yourself, what's a passion that I have? What's an interest that I have? What's a skill that I have that I could potentially leverage to teach someone else, to package into some sort of course that I could create? It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could be a very simple course, 5 lessons, 10 lessons, where I can teach people a beneficial skill, how to do something, teach people about something really interesting, that they could benefit from. And I want you to kind of brainstorm that, think what you could do, and you can record that into a course. Now, number 2, the second idea is actually digital downloads, digital products such as ebooks, PDFs, or worksheets. And this is essentially a simpler version than a course. This is really where you're just creating a guide, maybe a simple ebook, maybe a few pages, like 10, 20, 30 pages, or you could even create some sort of PDF that walks people through something specific that they want them to learn or achieve, or it could even be some sort of tutorial, right, to achieve a certain task, or it could even be worksheets, right, or digital planners. So there's lots of people online that sell products like digital planners, so kind of digital to-do lists and planners and weekly planners, monthly planners. I'm going to have some appear on screen here so you can see what I'm talking about. But essentially, what you would do is you would create this digital book or digital ebook or planner or PDF, and you can create them on Canva. Canva is a free website, canva.com, where you can go and you can use and they have awesome, beautiful templates that you can leverage to design your ebooks, design your planners or your PDFs that you want to create. You know, they have all kinds of images and graphics that you can leverage, and it's some really beautiful stuff. And you can go and create an ebook or a digital download. It has to give some value to your audience, right? And these can be priced too high. You know, they can only be priced, I would say, between, you know, $10 to maybe high-end $50. And that's going to be the range that you're going to have to essentially price it at. And again, it has to serve a certain purpose. You can't just say, well, here's an ebook that I'm going to create, you know, because I love fishing, and I'm going to talk about how much I love fishing. People aren't probably going to buy an ebook, you know, to read about how much you love fishing. But for example, if you're someone who's super into fishing and, you know, you have knowledge on all the different lures that you need to use for which type of fish, well, what could be really cool is you can create an ebook that's pretty much like a lure guide, right? A lure walkthrough guide, something like at $10 people can buy, and it really walks them through. Here's all the different types of lures. Here's what are the different scenarios that you would use them, depending on where you're fishing. Are you fishing in a lake, in an ocean, in a sea? And you know, those niche products that serve a specific type of clientele, you know, for a certain hobby, those actually work really, really well. You know, things like people who are into golf, you know, they spend hundreds, thousands of dollars on resources, ebooks, PDFs, anything they can do to improve their golf game, right? Improve their swing. So you want to think to yourself, is there a hobby that I'm super into? Is there, again, a skill that I have, some experience that I have in a certain field that I could leverage to create some sort of online resource, some sort of ebook, some sort of PDF, maybe digital download that I can put up online and sell. And I'm going to share also some beneficial websites, marketplaces that you can post your products on to generate some sales. All right, number 3 is the masterclass. I'm sure you've seen this before. You've seen people, businesses, companies selling masterclasses. And this is, contrary to an online course, this is one single video. It's one single class that you sell. So instead of creating a whole course with lessons and, you know, tutorials and PowerPoints and presentations, what you need to do is just kind of think to yourself, okay, is there something that I can teach within 45 minutes, within an hour, within 2 hours that people would be willing to learn, that people are, you know, they're looking for the solution, they're looking to learn the skill, they're looking to know more about this, right? So even, for example, there's a lot of master classes out there that are, hey, here's the basics to stock investing, right? And it's about an hour or 2 hour master class that people can purchase, usually about $50, sometimes $100. The range, I would say, is between $10 to $20 to $100 at the high end. Most of the time, you're going to see masterclasses priced at about $47, $49. That's usually the sweet spot. And masterclasses are essentially one single webinar online video where you're going to teach people a skill. You're going to essentially walk them through a certain concept that you want them to understand. You're going to explain them something that is beneficial for them to know. And again, it has to be something that people are searching for, right? And if you want some ideas, again, based on your passions or your experience or your skills, then what you would do is do some Google research. For example, you know what? I have a background in accounting. What are people searching for when it comes to accounting, right? If you go on Google and you type in accounting courses, accounting classes, what are the classes that pop up? What are the courses that pop up? What are people, you know, buying? What kind of skills do they want to learn within that? Do they want to learn some basic bookkeeping? Do they want to learn how to, you know, keep track of their profit and loss within their business? You know, what are the things that you could potentially teach, package into a masterclass, and be able to sell that online? And if you tell me, well, Abby, I don't really have background in accounting. I don't have background in a specific, you know, area that I can think of. Again, look at your hobbies, look at your passions. Is there something that you're super into? And so you've studied it, you understand it, and potentially there's other people within that field as well who could benefit from the knowledge that you have. And you can share that knowledge and package it into a masterclass, and people will be happy to pay for that to be able to learn this information, right? Because you've presented it to them in an easy to digest, easy to understand manner. So think to yourself, what's a masterclass that I could create and that I could sell online? Okay, number 4, this is a really fun one, and it's graphic templates, or even I would say stock photos. I'm gonna include that in here. So graphic templates, stock photos, graphics in general. So graphics is actually $1 million market online. People are constantly buying templates, purchasing graphics, purchasing stock photos for their businesses, for their companies, for branding, for marketing. You know, they're purchasing graphics all the time. Within our business, within Ummahpreneur, I think we're signed up to like 3 different services where we pay monthly memberships to have access to templates and graphics that we can use within our YouTube channel, within our Instagram, within different platforms. It's just in this day and age, it's extremely crucial to be able to have access to graphics and stock photos and templates to be able to run your business. So if you're someone who's really into design, you're someone who's really into, graphics, and you're just a very creative person, you're a very artistic person, well, you can go and create templates on platforms like canva.com, which is free to use, once again. And you can create like business card templates, you can create Instagram post templates, you can create business presentation templates, and there's websites. I'm going to link a few in the description. I'll show you one right now that'll pop up on the screen that you can go on, that you can actually post those templates for sale, and you can sell them for $8, $10, $20, and you're essentially building this once. You only build this one time and then you put it up there and you're generating sales for this constantly. And that's the beautiful thing about digital products, is that you only need to build it once. You only need to film that masterclass once. You only need to build that course once. You only need to build that ebook once. You only need to build that graphic template once, and you can generate sales constantly for this. It's not like a product where you're buying and you're selling and you're constantly managing stocks, right? So what you can do as well, if you're someone who's super into photography, you love taking photos, you even with your smartphone, with your iPhones these days take beautiful photos, super high quality, and you really love taking photos, you can go out there and take these beautiful photos, people in a cafe, people sitting in a cafe, photos of nature, photos of, your downtown, whatever it is you want to take, and you can go and post them on all these stock photo websites for sale, and people are happy to pay for them when they need them in specific scenarios, right? So if you're an artsy person, creative person, consider graphic templates or stock photos. It's a really great market for you to get into if you want to sell digital products, inshallah. All right, number 5, I'm sure you're curious to know, what's some other digital product ideas that I can leverage, Abby, to make some halal money online? Help me. Well, I got one more idea for you guys. And this one's a pretty cool one. It's a pretty fun one. And this one is to build a paid community. Now, what is a paid community exactly? Well, I'm sure you've heard of platforms like Patreon, I believe it was called Mighty Networks or Mighty Community. I might get it wrong, but I'll post it in the description. But these are essentially platforms where you can have people subscribe to be part of a community. Now, you might tell me or ask me, hey, Abby, what do you mean? Why would people pay $8 a month, $10 a month to be part of a community, part of a group? Well, the benefit is, if you're someone, again, has a certain skill, you're super passionate about something, you have a certain hobby that you really love, chances are other people want to benefit from this. They want to learn more about that skill. They want to know more about that hobby. They want to, they're also passionate about the same thing, and they want to be part of a community that shares that passion, where they can make those connections and they can feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves. And that's where paid communities come in. So the key is that you first have to begin on social media. You have to really start simple, and you have to offer value for free. You have to build social media accounts on Instagram and Facebook, where you're essentially, sharing content that relates to the topic that you want to focus on for your paid community. And you first have to start for free. You want to build an audience. You want to attract an audience of people that are interested within that topic. So if one topic that I'm really passionate about, for example, could be, I'm really passionate about business and entrepreneurship. That's who I am, Ummahpreneur, right? So I'm creating social media accounts where I talk about business, I give business tips, I give, information and value, and I have this YouTube channel, and I'm sharing with you guys all this beneficial information. Well, eventually I can go, well, you know what? Maybe I can start offering, a membership where people pay like $8 a month, $10 a month, and it's an exclusive community, and those who pay, I'm going to give them even more value. I'm going to record step-by-step tutorials. I'm going to record videos. I'm going to host Q&As. I'm going to answer their questions. I'm going to spend a lot more time giving them more value for the ones that are paying, and they can make connections. We can have networking meetups. We can have, Zoom sessions where everyone gets to know each other. And that's the benefit. If people, if entrepreneurs are following me, they're benefiting from my free information, eventually they're going to be like, well, hey, Abby's really, sharing with me beneficial information here. I'd love to pay to be part of his private community. Now I can go and connect with other Muslim entrepreneurs. I can go and, get some access to exclusive information, some exclusive tutorials, some tips and tricks that are going to help me. And that is how a paid community works. So platforms like Patreon, Mighty Networks, but platforms like this allow you to essentially create a subscription, within your business, and people can subscribe to be part of this community that you have, where you can then share content, share exclusive content, information, materials, and even it could just be a place for people to connect. It could be a community about people who love golf. And the paid community is one where you have Q&As and networking sessions and people connect and share tips and tricks, but people love to be part of a community. They love to be part of a group. They love to feel like they're part of something. And so there's so many paid communities out there for gamers, for hobbyists, for entrepreneurs, for professionals in different fields, real estate agents, accountants, gym owners. There's communities of all kinds. So think to yourself, is there something that I'm super passionate about? I love to talk about. I want to create a social media. I want to share some content and eventually launch a paid community. And that's a digital product. People are paying you for this. And again, you're not really selling anything physical. It costs you nothing. You're just really spending some time talking about something that you love, sharing content that you love, sharing information, that you love talking about. And that is the best way to launch a paid community, to really do it within an area that you have passion, you have an interest within that topic, because you're going to be talking about that topic a lot. You're going to be sharing a lot of information on it. You're going to be doing some research. So you might as well do something that you really enjoy and that you're passionate about. And that concludes the 5 digital product ideas, guys. So we talked about online courses. We talked about digital downloads, PDFs, ebooks, worksheets. We talked about masterclasses. We talked about, selling graphics, stock photos, templates, and we talked about launching a paid community. Those are the 5 best digital product ideas to make a halal income online, inshallah. And trust me, guys, there might be a few more. There might be some that I've forgotten, but those are the best ones. Those are the ones where people are actually, building successful businesses. They're generating some good side income, some good halal income on the side, outside of your job. You spend an hour or two, posting content, talking about something that you love, and now you're making money from that. And there's nothing more beautiful, right? So I hope that you consider those things. I hope this video was beneficial, inshallah. Give you some ideas, some things to consider. And I'm going to really try to drop as many beneficial links as possible in the description that relates to all the ideas that I talked about. And if you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you have any feedback, drop it in the comments below. Let me know what is the idea that you're going to go for, which one are you going to implement, inshallah, to be able to generate some halal income. Let me know. I'm super excited to hear. And of course, please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and keep up with our videos. We launch videos like this every single Thursday to bring you some benefit, some value, give you some business ideas, help you through your journey of entrepreneurship and generating halal income online. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.